What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video on the channel, and today is Wednesday, which means it's our second episode of our Bargain Bin Wax Wednesday. So before we get into that, I would ask if you could drop down, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell for notifications, and slam that like button as it helps push me up the YouTube algorithm. Now, this week we're going to be checking out some 1991 Score Baseball Series 1. I got this box for $20, so that's under our $50 limit. I got this box from American Dreams Sportscards over in Haltom City in just outside of Fort Worth, Texas. I will drop the link and their address, everything down in the description below. So if you're in this area, you want to go check them out, go check them out. It's a nice little shop. So let's go ahead and see what we can find. Let's see if we can have some fun tonight. We'll be looking for King Griffey Jr., Nolan Ryan's in here. Series 1 goes to 441 cards, and the 441st card in this series is a Jose Canseco, I think it's like a Dream Team card. There's a lot of subsets in this series, and that's one of the higher rated or higher worth cards, I guess you would say. Not really higher rated, but a lot of cards from this set really aren't worth that much, as it is 1991 Score, but we're going to have some fun. So let's go ahead and start off. Pack number 1 here. Nice green cello style packs, or this whatever this stuff is called that they used. Cellophane, maybe, I don't know. Steve Avery. You see, so you're going to have some blue border. We'll have some black border. We'll have, like I said, there's a lot of subsets. There's those trivia cards. There's a 1990 highlight, Ramon Martinez, 18 Ks in one game. We get the Rifleman, Benny Santiago and Sean Dunston. There's another highlight, Bobby Thigpen's save record. Bushiel, Hartley, Power, George Bell. There's Kirby Puckett. That's a nice one. We'll set Kirby aside. Jeff Robinson and Tom Gordon. So there's going to be a lot of subsets. So here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the base cards that we find over there. Rifleman is a subset, so let's put the Rifleman cards there, the highlight cards there, and we'll put our base cards over here, and we'll keep our really good base cards here in front. So you get 16 cards per pack, plus one of those Magic Motion trivia cards. A lot of times on my regular videos, we might do the trivia, but that's what they're going to be. World Series Trivia 1925. These things, as a kid, they were cool, but they're not really cool anymore. Tim Raines, that's a nice one. There's a Jose Canseco All-Star. These are cool cards. Junior will be in that one. There's Cecil Fielder. We get a few of them in this one. Sandy Alomar and Julio Franco. These cards are so cool. As a kid, I loved the cartoon cards, especially when they had the big heads like this with the smaller bodies. I always thought they were really cool. Score 93 has a bunch of them as well. We'll set those right there. Go through the rest here. Jack Armstrong, Gary Reedus, Gary Templeton. There's Jack Morris. Nice one. McDowell there to end it for that pack. So hopefully we'll get quite a few of the set out of this one box. That would be nice to get the majority of the set and the subsets. Don't expect to get the full set. Drop that stupid thing out of here. John Burkett, Lee Stevens. There's a rookie prospect, Mark Dewey. Put the rookie prospects there. First round draft pick, Don Peters, Dan Smith, and Tom Nevers. All right. Lenny Dykstra, Scott Terry, Bruce Hurst, Barfield, Jeff Montgomery, and Eric Anthony. One of my favorite things to do after I shoot these videos is go back and start putting all these cards in the binder. And, especially with these older wax, you would get 17, 16, 17, maybe 20 cards per pack. So by the time you go in, there's a Joe Carter. We'll put him down here with Kirby. So by the time let's see, these are just, oh, this is just the white, this is just the white border. I thought maybe that was a subset there. So back to what I was saying, so just by the time you get all the cards going, you've got this big mound of cards, and trying to put that in the binder is always kind of fun to go through. and sort through. Got the binder all set up for this Series 1. So this has 893 cards in it, I believe. There's a Series 2. So hopefully at some point we'll be able to continue on the second series and be able to do those as well. That'll be fun. There's a Jeremy Burnett's first draft pick. That's a nice card. Mark Lee, Hasselman, McElroy, Darren Dalton. There's Brady Anderson, Rob Deere, Lenny Harris. There's Austin Mocker, and Smoke Dave Stewart. I even looked to see how many. I think we get. How many packs we get? Looks like we get probably get 36. There we go. Get rid of that. Stupid trivia. Haven't seen too many. There's some repeats. There's an Ozzie Guillen, the All-Star. That's cool. Mark Newfield, first round pick. Bobby Thigpen. There's a Master Blaster. Fred McGriff, the crime dog. Newly inducted to the Hall of Fame. And I think he deserves it. I would have liked to have seen a couple more of the guys get in. I really think that through this committee that they're doing, the old timers committee, whatever you want to call it, and they're going around, I'd be surprised if they're going to have years where they induct multiple people. I really think the whole point of this is, hey, we're going to induct one person and one person only. I really think that's what their thought process is. No matter who comes up, who's deserving of it, hey, we're only going to do one person. I don't think they want to do a whole bunch, and then there's Eric Plunk, and then feel like, oh, well, you know, no big deal. We'll just wait till we get to the end and we get to the committee. We'll get in that way, you know. There'll be 3 or 4 of us get in at the same time. I don't think that's what the intention is. I think the intention for that group is to say, okay, well, you know, here's a guy that should have gotten in that maybe got missed, or he was in a bad. There's Cal Ripken Jr. That's a good one. These cards are really only worth a whole lot if they're PSA 10s. There's a K-Man David Cohn. Put him with the Master Blaster. There's another highlight, Ramon Martinez. A couple more. We already saw those. Those are repeats. But what I was saying is I think that that's just kind of their way of saying, hey, this guy, you know, he was in a tough class, didn't get through, etc. We feel that he needs to be in, so, you know, we're going to go ahead and put him in. I don't know if I really like it yet, but we'll see. We'll see how it shakes out. Hopefully get some guys in that are deserving to get in, or, you know, then there might be years where they don't vote anybody in. Carl Rhodes, Sean Abner, there's Buechele again, Mark Davis, and Lloyd Ted Mosby. So no junior yet. Chipper Jones, first round draft pick is in here, but it's not in this series. It's in the second series. It's a high number. So we won't be seeing that one. There's Crucky. Stanley, Chuck Finley. There's a Glenn Davis Master Blaster. K-Man Ramon Martinez, Eric Davis, and Kevin Mitchell. Master Blaster. Boddicker, Zeal, Blyleven. Some nice cards here. David West, Kenny Rogers, Jeff Brantley. Let's go ahead and separate, because I think these are all subsets of themselves. There's like 11 subsets in this thing. It's a lot. Even for the 90s, that was a lot, you know? When you think about it, that's a lot of subsets. I mean, this was prime time junk wax right here. There's another Cal Ripken Jr. You know, I mean, all the card companies were fighting with each other. They were trying to outduel each other at this time. There's Boddicker, Zeal, and Blyleven again. There's Gary Carter, Mitch Williams, Gubaza. So they were all trying to, you know, outduel each other and outdo each other at this time. This is a nice set. The design of this set's very simple. Not a whole lot to it. You know, it's got the different color borders. And There's a David Justice. It's nice. Tudor, Greg Olson. There's a Bobby Thigpen highlight, which we've already seen. There's a Ken Caminiti Rifleman. Bo Jackson 1990 highlight. Nice. 4 straight homers. And the card don't look to be in too bad a shape either. Corners look nice on it. We'll put that up there. There's Bo Jackson Rifleman. This is also one of the higher end Bo Jackson cards. Back-to-back Bo Jackson. So we got a nice... we have a nice collation there. There's Mark McGwire. This card is one of the higher cards that you can get something out of. They've got to be 10s, though. But a Bo Jackson highlight's nice. It's a nice card. But like I said, I'm not sleeving anything because, you know, unless I get a double of that Bo Jackson, we'll sleeve it. But they're going in the binder. I said, I used to love the trivia cards when I was a kid, but no thank you. There's a K-Man, David Cohn. We saw that one. There's Ramon Martinez again, Benny, and Sean Dunston. So we know that. We see a Benny. There's Barry Bonds. That's a nice one. Doesn't look too bad. Centering maybe just a little bit off. It's a little bit to the left, but not bad. Pedro Guerrero, Don Paul. So we know that if we hit a Benny Santiago Rifleman, there's a Sean Dunston right behind it. Really hoping to get the All-Star King Griffey Jr. That's the one I'm kind of looking for. That's the one I'm hoping we pull tonight. Keith Hernandez. Here's some All-Stars, but I have a feeling, yep, all 4 the same. So we know that's going to happen as well. Brady Anderson. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of the same cards here. A lot of collation being the same. Only one rookie prospect so far. It's kind of surprising. I figured we'd pull a couple more. But so far, only one. There's Paul Molitor, Mike Scott, Chris Bosio. There's a Ricky Henderson. That's a cool one. I mean, Ricky Henderson, I say this every time. Ricky Henderson has the best baseball cards. He always had the best baseball cards. That's a cool one with like that brush on the... Let's pull back here to the camera. That brush here makes it look like he's running. Kind of comic style. That looks really cool. Mark Newfield. There's another Bobby Thigpen. Dwight Evans, Pendleton, King, Espinoza, Acker, and Greenwell. There is a Ricky Henderson regular base that we'll be looking for as well. It's him sliding. Looks pretty cool. Kent Merker. Ken Caminiti. There's another Bo Jackson. I said, and look, right behind it, Bo Jackson Rifleman. We'll sleeve those up. There's a Nolan Ryan highlight. That's a pretty cool one. 300 career victories. That's a really cool card. There's Sammy Sosa, Willie Randolph, Pena, and Sean Dunston. Let's go ahead and sleeve up these 2 Bo Jacksons just because they are Bo Jacksons, and they are probably 2 of the more valuable cards in this set. So let's go ahead and sleeve these up. And they're nice. I mean, that's, you know, looks pretty well centered. Maybe just a little bit left. Not bad. Corners look nice on it. Highlight looks pretty good too. So a couple nice ones there. So I wouldn't be surprised if we don't pull another one. Another set of them. I would not be surprised. Let's go ahead and get rid of that stupid thing. Dave Winfield. Look at that. Those old uniforms like that's cool. There's a Jesse Barfield Rifleman. Langston K-Man. Carlton Fisk highlight. That's pretty cool. Al Newman, Dalton, Brady Anderson. Those are kind of the same collation that you're going to find if you pull one of those. If it starts, that you're pretty much finding those same cards. Milligan. There's Winfield again. Greg Myers. There's Pasqua. Alomar, Franco, Henderson, Ozzie Guillen. So pretty much all the same. Another one. I think this pack, we've seen pretty much everybody in this pack. So we're starting to get into, now we're about halfway through the box, we're starting to get into a lot of repeats here. Which same thing happened last week with our 90 Donruss. We saw a lot of repeats. And it's kind of the same collation type deal. Hopefully we can, there's Rhino. That's the first time we've seen him tonight. He's got to go over here. He's got to go over here. There's Bo Jackson. That's another card that's pretty high up on the list. You can find Vaughn Hayes, Gary Gaetti. There's another Bonds. Looks nice. We'll sleeve that one. That one looks pretty nice. Mark Grace, nice. Sid Fernandez. So there's a few cards there we haven't seen so far. We'll go ahead and sleeve the Bonds again. Or I shouldn't say again, but we'll sleeve the Bonds up. Because it is a second Bonds, it looks pretty nice. So it can go in with the good cards. Like I said, basically you got to pull a PSA 10 to have any kind of hope at any kind of value in those. I mean, a PSA 10 is probably a $45 to $50 card in a 10. You know, we're not going to get rich, you know, trying to do 91 score. We're not going to get rich. There's an Alex Fernandez, Rondell White, Lance Dixon, and Adam Hisdu, first round draft picks. So there's some cards we haven't seen. There's a Larry Walker. That's a nice one. Marquise Grissom, Balboni, Schmidt, and Hatcher. And I think we're going to start putting our other ones back here now. That stack is getting pretty tall. Still no King Griffey Jr. Could this be the second week in a row that we have not pulled a King Griffey Jr.? Ramon Martinez, Rifleman, or no, it's K-Man, Master Blaster, Davis, those two, Cone, just more repeats. There's Edgar Martinez, first time we've seen him. Calderon, B. Brooks, Deshays, and Mike Fitzgerald. This has actually been pretty fun tonight. This has been a nice set. I've got another box of this on the shelf. If you go watch my video earlier in the week, I think it was Monday, or no, was it Sunday? I think it was Sunday. I posted that one. Talking about this is what we were going to do this week. We did get a Rifleman Bo Jackson in that one. So there's K-Man Dibble, Bobby Bonilla Master Blaster, Bobby Witt K-Man, Glenn Davis Master Blaster, Carlton Fisk. So there's a few more we haven't seen so far. Ken Caminiti and Matt Williams. So there's some cards there we haven't seen. That's good. Just don't want to keep pulling the same cards all night long. That gets boring. That gets boring, guys. We just keep pulling the same cards over and over. Greg Olson, not the tight end Greg Olson. Mickey Morandini, rookie prospect. Rodriguez. Mike Bell. So there's some rookie prospects finally. Wetland. There's Joey Cora. There's another Sammy Sosa. Eric Davis. But still no King Griffey Jr. I think the Series 2 cards have... we haven't seen Don Mattingly either. I just realized that. No Mattingly yet either. I think the Series 2 cards have more King Griffey Jr.'s in them than the Series 1. I think the Series 1 is just basically the All-Star and his base. Ken Caminiti. There's another Bo Jackson. Let's see, there you go. You hit Bo Jackson highlight, you're going to get a Bo Jackson Rifleman behind it. Craig Biggio. And oddly enough, I hit a Bo Jackson Rifleman, and I did not hit the highlight card in that box. So maybe this is just freaky to this box. I don't know, but we're going to go ahead. We're not going to sleeve those up this time. We'll just leave those two sleeved. Still looking for the junior. Anything King Griffey Jr. at this point will be welcomed. David Justice, Parker. There's Paul Abbott, rookie prospect. McKnight, Derek May, So finally, some more rookie prospects starting to show up. That's nice. Devereaux, Pedro Guerrero, and Don Paul. So we're getting towards the bottom of the box here. And I have a sickening feeling this is going to be the second week in a row that we needed. There's Jim Abbott that we're looking for the kid, and we don't pull any. There's another Nolan highlight, Rifleman, Barfield, Langston, K-Man, another highlight, Fisk, Pendleton, Paul O'Neill, that's a nice one. Aguilera, Cecil, Dan Gladden. Come on, Junior, where are you at? You got to be in here, man. At least, if I only get one, I would prefer it to be the All-Star card because I like that one better. I think that one's cool. Myers, Pasqua, there's Dave Martinez, there's a Ricky Henderson, Ozzie Guillen, and that's Newfield, so that's going to be Bobby Thigpen. Pretty much getting the coalition down right now. There's Dave Stewart. A lot of repeats coming up. Come on, guys. Where are you at? Spears. There's Lee Smith upside down. Mike Jackson. There's a McGriff Blaster, Dibble K-Man, Bobby Bonilla, Bobby Witt, Walker, Eric Anthony, Steve Balboni, and Dave Schmidt. If you see Balboni, Dave Schmidt is right behind him. Not looking great. We did not pull him out of 90 Donruss last week. I was hoping we would at least get one of his cards in this one. But we have not had much luck. Bobby Bonilla, that's the first we've seen it. I think we've seen his regular base. Barfield, Montgomery, and Eric Anthony. But we are having fun, guys, with what matters. That's what this series is all about. Having fun, opening cards. Just enjoying it. There's another highlight, Nolan Ryan. We've got a bunch of them. Barfield, Langston, Fisk. There's our Greg Maddux. That's the first. Robin Ventura. And Dave Stewart on the back. Come on, King Griffey Jr. Where are you? Where is the kid? Kruk, Mike Jackson, Fielder, Mike Stanley, Plunk, Von Hayes, John Moses, Jeff King, Larry Walker, Marquise Griffin, Jackson Armstrong, Palmero, Treadway, Parent, and Dave LaPointe. These are photo quality. At least that's what it says on the box. Tracy Jones, Lee Smith, Tuffle, Jimmy Key, Witt, Borders. Scott Terry, Smoltz. That's the first time we've seen Smoltz. Tom Glavine. First time we've seen Glavine. All right. Okay. We got 4 packs left. Are we going to go and not find King Griffey Jr. again? Harold Reynolds, Jones, Mookie Wilson. He's in the blue cards as the base, so if he doesn't show up in the blue cards, then, yeah, he ain't showing up. Bobby Witt again, Paul O'Neill, Jay Buhner, Swift, and Matt Young. Yep, 3 packs to go. Let's just go ahead and get them out of the box. Let's get the box out of the way without knocking anything over. 3 packs to go. Come on. Good thing is we have a whole nother box to open for our 1-pack videos. Remember, we do the 1-pack videos as well. He's got to be in these blue ones. Is he there? No. Danny Darwin. Glenn Davis, Blaster, K-Man, Davis, Mitchell. Sasser, Jay Bell, Jeff Robinson, Mark Davis, Lloyd, Ted Mosby. 2 packs to go. And we haven't seen any All-Star cards in a while either. That was like the one card I wanted tonight too. That's what kind of sucks, is that was like the one card I wanted. Was his All-Star card. Oh, I saw the K. I got excited. Hey, there we go. There was the card we wanted. King Griffey Jr. All-Star. All right. We at least got that. There's a Wade Boggs, Canseco, and Cecil Fielder. So at least we got one of the 2 cards of the kid, because we just got 1 pack left, guys. And unless he's in the beginning, we're not going to hit King Griffey Jr. base, which will be 2 weeks in a row to not hit the King Griffey Jr. base, because we didn't do it last week either. Steve Avery. Charles Nagy. Nope. No junior. There's Musina, draft pick. That's a nice one. Carl Everett, draft pick. Van Poppel, draft pick. There's Roger Clemens, All-Star. Nice. And then we go back to our regular scheduled programming. Okay, well, we got some nice cards. We got a lot of the same cards, but we did get some nice cards. We got a few of these. We got we got 2 Barry Bonds. We got a bunch of Bo Jackson Highlight and the Rifleman. And then the one that I really wanted tonight, we were able to pull, and that was the King Griffey Jr. All-Star card. Card 396. We were able to pull it, so that's cool. I like that card. It's a really sweet card. And then we got Kirby Puckett, Cal Ripken Jr., McGuire, Bonds, Rhino, and Bo Jackson, which was nice. And then, of course, some of the subsets. We got some nice ones in the draft pick. We got a bunch of these. The big one being Musina is about the best one there. So we go through them here. Chipper Jones is in the second series of that, so maybe if I find me a second box, I'm sure that the price on that will probably be within our range, so we could do that for one night. There's some rookie prospect cards. Nothing too crazy. All difference there, though, so that's nice. The Rifleman, we got a bunch of those. The highlights, we got a bunch of these. Mainly the good one being Bo Jackson, but we did get a couple Nolan Ryan highlights, which is pretty cool. Another Bo Jackson there. So that's pretty cool. The neat cards for me are the All-Star cards. We got a whole bunch of them, big stack, but a lot of them are repeats. There's Clemens, that wasn't a repeat. Boggs, Canseco, Fielder, Thigpen, Ricky Henderson, got a few Ricky Hendersons, Julio Franco. So you got pretty much a lot of the same ones here. Yeah, bunch of Cansecos, but that was fun. That was a fun. That was a really fun rip. It really was. And that was nice for our little bargain bin. Like I said, this was $20 box. We got a lot of fun out of it. We get to, now I get to go back and I get to put all these into the binder and save all the extras and all that good things. So it's going to be a lot of fun over the next night or so. That's usually what I do. So I appreciate everybody watching the video. That's going to be it for this one. And keep an eye out for future videos coming up. We got some Stadium Club we're going to be opening up. We got a big video at the end of the year that I'm going to do on New Year's Eve, which I'm looking forward to. That'll be a live video, so keep an eye out for that. And thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in to the end. And thanks for stopping by, y'all.